Hello. Oh, where are we? Up there. Hi guys. So, I've been trying to sort out my stamp storage. I'm also trying to clean my glasses. I've got a big smudge on them, but the trouble is, if you need glasses to see, when you take them off, you can't see the smudges on the glasses. Hi, baby. Hello, Miss Maddie. Miss Maddie's here. Hello. Come and say hello. Come and say hello. Come on. Come up, say hello. Hello, Miss Maddie. Come and say hello. Bubsy. Bubsy. Come say hello to everybody. Oh, you just want to sit down there and say hello. Okay then. Hello, Boo-Boo. You gonna say hello? Roo. Good boy. A roo. Hey, Mara. A roo, he says. A roo.
No.
A roo. Good boy. Oh, yes. Stamp storage. Cling stamp storage I'm talking about. Not block stamp storage, okay? I don't have much block stamp storage. I try not to buy them in the first place. I have one or two. I have one set that I was given. I have another set of stamps that are kind of odd bits and pieces, but there's enough to just fit in an A5 box and I don't have to dig around through them. There's only about 12 in there. The problem I have is with my cling stamps. They're small, they're see-through, and I can never find the one I'm looking for because sets. What are sets? So I was playing around with some ideas, as you do. And yes, I know you can buy stamp storage thingies, okay? I am aware of this. I have also seen the price of said stamp storage thingies. And also, some of the stamp sets I have are A4. And they don't fit in standard things. So, my stamps range from A4 sheets to itty bitty little stamps. In fact, I've got some that are so small, I've actually stuck them permanently onto one of those acrylic blocks because it's easier to find them that way. Hey, Laurie. So, let me twiddle you around. Boom. Oh yeah, it goes upside down. See, it's always upside down from Twitch. I don't understand why one is the right way up and one is the right upside down. Let's just twizzle you around. Boom. There we go. And pull you a little bit closer. This would be so much easier if I don't have to keep moving the camera, but I was on Twitch this morning, so there we go. Lock that in place. All right then. First off, if you didn't make it to Twitch this morning, this is the one I started this morning. It's actually purple, not blue, but it looks blue at the moment under this light. I had to make a lot of adjustments to get the purple to show. But actually, this bit here is similar to this. That bit and that bit there are the same colour, but you'd never know. So yeah, if you want to see him starting off, he's over on Twitch this morning, and I also started this one. So 2 on the go today, because I was too impatient to wait for things to dry. Oh, hang on. Craft a lunch. Boom. Should have seen that coming, shouldn't I? Let's put them back over here where they should be. That's because I was photographing that one, you see. Ugh, anyway. What is the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe and everything? 42. The answer to everything is 42. I don't even do maths very well and I know that. Honestly. Silly question. Okay. we are putting some stamps together. Stamp storage together. Now, a lot of people do this kind of stuff. A lot of people run into the same problems that I did. I've come up with solutions. I'm educated. Have a nice day. Oh, thank you very much, Stefan. Thanks for dropping by. I believe it's being called a geek, actually. Right, so this is a display wallet. Full-size pages, you know the stuff. You use it for school and work and all sorts of things. These fit the A4, and I use the term A4, but obviously if you are in the US, when you get stamps free with magazines, I'm sure they come in letterhead size or letter size, and your things are letter size, so they will fit as well, you know, but we use A4. So I've got a few of these. I've got a few that are in halves, and like anybody else, I cut this and say, right, okay, I'll tape that up, and then I can fit 2 in there like that. Ta-da, 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 nice and simple. Job done, right? Wrong. As soon as you pick it up like that, they all fall out the bottom, because there's nothing to hold the weight of the stamps, because there's literally only this holding the stamps in place. So I have a plan to do something a little bit different and see if it works. We are RhoGyvering here, so there is no guarantee it's going to work. I've also thrown my stencils in here because these are the ones I don't use very much. And I've got sets of stamps, basically anything too big for my other stamp folder. Or I could have put these in, but it was easier to just throw them in here because I pull them out for specific things, and I usually use both at the same time. So some of them got 2 stamps in, some have only got 1, but as you can see, it flips around all over the place and it's driving me insane. So I have another idea for how to fix this, and I'm going to give it a try. I have an alternative. Shall I do it on that one so you can... No, I want to keep... I'm trying to keep no more than 2 of these at a time, so in between each one I've got a full-size pocket somewhere. See? So I've not pulled any more than 2 of these apart before I've got another full-size one. Hoping that this wouldn't keep happening, but of course this still happens. I think I have a solution. Let's see if it works. So first of all, I'm going to try and make a pocket correctly that will work. So we're going back over here. Sorry to be flipping around on you like that, but I've got to find a pocket that's loose. So those 2 go together. There's the next big pocket. And then we've got those 2. Oh, and another big pocket. I think I might have changed it to every alternate ones. Yeah, I realised after the first one that it wasn't going to work. So we went to alternates. So the next one that's going to be split is this one. Here's the plan. Stan. So I'm going to make it an A5 because that's a good size for those stamps. How can I hold that out of the way while I do it? Hold on a minute. Well, let me get a clip. Where do all my bulldog clips go, guys? They're like bobby pins. Seriously, they just disappear. I bought a whole tub of them. And then I bought one of those sets with a whole section full of them. And they still keep disappearing. Here's one of my big ones. I bought a pack of 20 of these big ones in all different colours, and I can still only find 2 green ones and a pink. Oh, okay. Let's try that again. Let's clip it on this edge. I only want to hold you out of the way. Stop it. There we go. That's out of the way now. Sorry about the glare. Can't do anything about the glare. Let's think. We're going that way. Now I flip mine, when I turn my flips, I flip them that way. So for me, this is the back. I don't like things the right way around. So what I'm going to do, I have some duct tape. I'm going to put said duct tape, move that back out of the way, find my scissors because I'll need those. Put said duct tape across the middle of here. You with me so far, Simkins? Ugh. Good strong stuff. Okay, so that's going to be about that wide. This may not work, by the way, but at least I've tried it. So I'm going to put this across the middle where I would normally cut the page in half. I'm not going to cut the page in half. Okay. And I'm going to just, that edge, this edge is quite strong because it goes into the spine, but this edge is not so strong. So I'm just going to do a little bit of reinforcement on the edge. Oh, these scissors suck so badly. Since I've got an extra bit of tape, I think I will not waste it. If one reinforcement is good, two is better, right? Right. So we'll overlap that onto there. And then we'll fold that in over the top. I might need my ruler for that to get it to bend. So that's just reinforcing that corner, or that edge rather. And now I'm going to oh, come on. Where's my knife? I put it in here earlier. I put my knife in here earlier. Where's it gone? It's definitely here somewhere. Did I take it out again? If so, why? And where did I put it? I definitely put my knife in there earlier, didn't I, guys? I was using it. Come on. How can you be missing? Am I just being blind? No. Seriously? I used a red-handed knife earlier, didn't I? On Twitch. I did. I scraped the things off. And then I went, oh, I know, I'll need that later. Boom. So where the blinking Nora is it? Guys, help me. Hello, Di. I'm going to have to get some more of these craft knives. I can't. I've thrown the others out because they were all dull. Okay. Use my heavy knife. This isn't as sharp, but it'll have to do. Anyway, I am going to, instead of just cutting the whole pocket, I'm going to just slice the front side of the pocket. How am I going to do that without it going through? I don't want it to go... I can do it like that. There we go. So, I'm not going through the whole thing, I'm just going across this side. Hence, having this here, because that will just tear otherwise. Okay. That would have been straighter if I'd had my proper knife. And now, to make it strong as well, I'm going to... God, this stuff is sticky. It's good stuff though. Okay, so this will be the top opening, this will be a top opening, this will be a bottom. So in there I'm going to put this over the top of there, which will both hide that nasty backing and stick down the free edge of this top piece. Bit fiddly, very fiddly. Okay, let's try that again. It's the right width. It's gonna be the easiest way to do it. Slide it under that way and stretch it out. There we go, there we go, there we go. That's better, that works. Yes, and then we can lay this side flat and stick it down. Why is it buckling up there? Okay, so this is technically still one pocket, but now we've got a thing there and a thing there. Now obviously that glue is going to need time to... If you put anything too heavy in here before that's had time to cure and stick to itself, it's just going to open up. But I'm thinking that that should stop the problem of the bottom pocket dropping out all the time. So let's use these two because these are a nice sensible size. They're both in bags. I won't lose them. Whoops. I'll drop them on the floor, but I won't lose them. And then I can put one in there and one in there. And it doesn't fall down the bottom. Well, it does, but no more than it does normally. See? So I've solved this problem with this. So happy, so happy. So I can now go back and fix these. So these are already cut, which actually might be a bit easier to put them back together. See, these, all I did was I chopped them in half and I stuck sellotape on the bottom of this, which was fine. But the weight of these stamps, this goes like that. And the only thing that stops it coming further down is the width of this stamp. So if this stamp fits the full width, this doesn't go anywhere. But if the stamp only comes to here, then it drops down that far, which is really annoying. But we can actually, I'm going to leave that bit of tape in there. I'm going to leave that bit of tape on there because that means the tape is, the pocket is already closed. So when I put this on, I won't have to wait for it to cure before I can put, because this is already stuck. It's been stuck for 3 or 4 days. Okay, okay. So this is the front, that's the back. So I'm going to put that back together. Let's clip it so it's nice and flat and all in one place. This stuff is really strong. Okay, I want it a little bit wider so I can wrap it around the front. But I need to be careful because these stamps are actually A4. These scissors are rubbish. They're my hair scissors, no wonder they're rubbish. I'm not supposed to cut sticky tape with them. Okay, so I'm putting this bit back together into one piece. Nice and flat. Now let me just check. I might have to cut some of this plastic off. Oh no, as long as I only come in a little bit, it's alright. So I'm going to chop off that bit there. Doesn't need reinforcing, I don't think, because it's holding together quite nicely. So I'm just going to fold that bit over that side, like that. Need to take some more of these out. It's too heavy with them all in to mess about with it. There we go. That's better. Lies flat now. Clip that on there. Oh! Hi, Nikki. Right there. Do it the same as last time, so should be a bit easier this time. Slide it up. No, can't do it with that on. Get the tape in. Oh, for heaven's sake! When your hands don't want to do what you want them to do. Okay, stop now. Do it properly. Here we go. So we're lifting that up, sliding that in there. For goodness sake. Sorry, I've got the jitters. Hang on a second. Here we go. Come on, hands, do it. Golden Benny. No, I'm going to have to do it the way I tried to do it before. I can't do that way. Okay. I don't care if it's straight or not, as long as it's stuck. I'm not trying to make something to give away to somebody or whatever it is for me. I really don't care if it's MacGyvered. Okay, so that is now one pocket. Let's make sure these still fit in there. They do, but they're going to be a nuisance. So let's trim the edge off the plastic. And this side. Now you will fit, you fiend. Ta-da! Top one, obviously, I haven't changed the width of the top pocket, so that'll still fit. But also, what I could do is put these ones that are wide. I mean, this is a set, so I want to keep them together, but some of these are wide, and they don't cause the pockets to go, because that's as far as it can go, you see. Even if it's not linked up here, that's as far as it can go. So it only drops a little bit, as you would expect. So I might put these wider ones in the bottom pockets, and then it'll work a bit better. Maybe. So this one, repeat in Z. Okay, let's see. Is there a... No, I want it on the other side, don't I? I'm working upside down. I'm working upside down. I want the sticky on that side. Sorry. Did you miss Friday or was there no live session? Diet's Wednesday. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I've slept several times since then. I don't remember what I did yesterday, let alone whether I did a stream on Friday. Honestly, I have no idea. I didn't do a Twitch on Friday because I couldn't get onto Twitch. But I always save them anyway, so if I did do one, it'll be listed. I never hide them or anything. The only time I hide them is if it goes to sometimes it goes to we're not showing ads on this, blah blah blah, for some stupid reason, and then I'll hide it until it's finished processing and put in a review request, and by the time it's finished processing and it's watchable properly, it's sorted. But yeah, sorry, I don't know. Did I stream Friday, guys? And if I did, what on earth did I stream about? Because I don't remember. I didn't do Friday last week. Okay. So no, I didn't do Friday apparently. I don't know why. Why didn't I do Friday? I don't even remember that I didn't do Friday, so. Oh, it's not quite wide enough. How did I manage to cut that too short? That's annoying. Okay, this is ridiculous. I've got to get a decent pair of scissors. Hang on. Oh, that's right. I fell asleep. That's right. It's Rachel. See, now I remember. I was going to stream. I got it all set up and everything, and I thought, oh, I'll go and have a snuggle with the puppers and listen to my book for half an hour. And the next thing I knew, I was texting Rachel when she texted me and said, so you're not streaming today then? No. Apparently not. Yeah, I fell asleep, you're right. I need a nap. I'm a 3 o'clock napper. I've needed a nap at 3 o'clock ever since I was born, basically. It doesn't matter how much or how little I sleep. I could sleep for 12 hours and I'd still need a nap at 3 o'clock. Usually I sleep for about 5 or 6 hours. And then I have a 20-minute nap at 3 and I'm fine. But yeah, I could sleep for 12 hours and still need a nap at 3 o'clock. In fact, I've been known to get up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and still need a nap at 3 o'clock. I think because my 1 o'clock medication kicks in about then. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, I love you. Hi. Okay, where are we up to? That bit. Don't start moaning. You've been out. The door was open all day and you haven't. Go have a nap. I said snuggle and they all came in. Oh, there we go. Sharp scissors. Sharp scissors are the bomb. Okay, if I fold that up like that in my hand, stops it sticking to there. As long as I get it lined up with this piece, roughly, it should, whoops, don't take your fingers out too soon, it should go across like that. There we go. Another one done. Boom. I'll fill them in a minute because... Okay, so we need this on the... Now these are, like I said, these are taped already because I literally cut them in half and taped them at the bottom. And the tape works, it's fine. It's packing tape, not sellotape. But as soon as you put anything heavy, boom. Whereas if it's like this, it can't go any further than there. So that's why I'm sticking it back together. And if you missed the beginning of the video, I did do a bit at the beginning of the video where I made a pocket properly the first time to make sure that that would work. But actually, doing the two like this feels more secure. So I think I would do it like this for the others, actually. Now I think about it. Okay. So about there. Slap it on there. Just make it too thin again. How do I keep doing that? Well, it's literally easier to do it this way anyway. Whoops. Wasn't even close. I mean, that wasn't just off by a bit, that was not even close. Okay, this is to reinforce this edge because it's cut. It just gives it an extra bit of support there. And of course you could make the pockets wider by snipping that if you really wanted to. I can't be bothered, I don't really need to. I've only got two that are the full width and they're already in, so. Tip for measuring sticky tape. Works for washi tape too. Measure upside down. And then it doesn't stick to things. It's clever, isn't it? So. Roughly get that in line there. Close enough. Good enough is good enough. Right, guys? Yes, right. Good enough is good enough. Let's do another one. See if I can actually get it wide enough this time. There we go. Keep that one for the next one that I don't cut wide enough. See, once you figure it out, it's quite quick actually. It's figuring it out that takes the time. There. roughly straight, very roughly straight. And last one that needs fixing. I actually do think it's easier to do it this way, actually, and I think it makes for a better hold at the bottom of that pocket. So I would say chop it in half first, surprisingly. Seems a bit weird to chop it in half first to put it back together, but you're chopping it in half to reinforce it. So, is my car fixed? Hey, Ina! Is my car fixed? It's supposed to be coming back from the electrician tomorrow. And then I think Ant's going to have it for a day and test it himself. The electrician's been testing it for a week. He's actually he had it 3 weeks. He said there's nothing wrong with it. But the battery's dead. To which we all said, but that's the 6th battery since I had it 3 years ago. And he said, that's not normal. I'll keep it for another week. I'll put a new battery on and keep it for another week. And of course the weather's been nice and warm. It was 21 degrees today. It's June weather in the middle of February. So of course there's been no problem. It will probably start fine now, right the way through until the temperature drops to 0. But he's been testing it anyway, and he's bringing it back to Ant tomorrow. So hopefully I should have it by the weekend. I'm hoping I'll be able to go and pick it up on Friday, but if I do, that means Friday's YouTube will be on Saturday morning. So it's been a palaver, but there's nothing I can do. I mean, Ant has tested everything mechanical on it and all the components that come up with, you know, it comes up with error codes on the computer. He's tested all that, and then the electrician's had it and he's tested it to Kingdom Come, and he is a dedicated car electrician. He does wiring harnesses and all that complicated stuff. He's tested it all the way through. He said, I've been through every relay. He's replaced a couple of relays, but he said they were only because they were on their way out. They looked like they were a bit dodgy, so he replaced them anyway. But none of them were actually faulty. He just and they're like 40p a piece. So he's put new ones in just in case. But yeah, there's no reason it should eat batteries as soon as it gets cold. But it does. So the next time it drops below 0 and it gets cold, Ant said, don't even bother. Just text me, tell me you need a battery, I'll put one on order straight away. Get the RAC to come and jumpstart you, bring it straight up, and I'll have a battery for you the following day. And I'll just put a new one on, under warranty. Battery's a 2-year warranty, you see, so far I haven't actually had to pay for a battery because I haven't had one that's lasted more than 8 months. So, your engine blew up. Oh my God. Was it a new one or a second-hand one? That's usually head gasket. For an engine to go that like completely blow up. It's usually a head gasket or overheating. Mine doesn't overheat. Never overheats. Ooh, on the motorway doing 70. Ouch. Yeah, that's head gasket, I would have said. Okay, so now I can put these back in. But first, I'm going to show you, for those of you who missed it at the beginning, now that I know how to do one, I'm going to do one of these properly. So we've got a split one, so I'm going to have a not split one because I've got loads of these A4 ones, so that'll help, and they're all on card, so that'll help hold it together. So this one is going to get split. So So, I need my Celio tape. Where is my sellotape? Hang on, I think my sellotape's over here. Because this is where I was doing it yesterday. Yellow tape, where are you? Sellotape. Huh. Okay. Oh, there he is. Got him. I may have had too much coffee today. Do you think? Okay. Bought it off a family member. Ooh. Ooh, I would be mad. I mean, it could be just, ooh, one of those things, but honestly, I would never buy a car off somebody who just up and got a new car one day. Never. I always ask for the history or why the previous owner's getting rid of it. The previous owner of my car, it was his wife's car. He had a company car and they decided to sell this one and get an upgrade so that they could both drive a nicer car in their retirement, which is fair enough. But he'd never had any trouble with this car. The service history says there's never been any problems with it. But unless somebody's got a genuine reason for upgrading, like a lot of times people will upgrade from a small car to a bigger car. Oh, we've got a bigger car because we've just had a kid. Or something like that. Okay, have a nice nap, Di. Okay, so there's the two pockets. Reinforced. And now we stick them back together. Where's my clip gone? Where'd the clip go? Why did I drop it? No. Oh, there it is. My last car I bought off a friend of mine who they'd gone from having a toddler, suddenly they had twins and a toddler. And he said, I'm going to have to sell it and get a bigger car. There's no way we can fit 3 kids in baby seats in this car. And it was a nice car and he'd never had any trouble with it. So I said, well, depending on how much you want for it, I might have that off you. And I ended up having it and it ran perfectly for 8 years, never even had a set of brake pads. It was a fantastic car. What am I doing here? But this one, oh, the minute it drops below 0, that's it. I might as well not go out. I might as well just call the RAC without getting cold. Yeah. You had your 3 kids in there. Oh my God, that must have been scary. Were you driving or was your partner driving or? See, I think I wouldn't mind so much if I was driving. It would bother me if somebody else was driving. I know that's weird, but I've been driving since I was 18 and I've not had an accident yet, so well, touch wood. I did have an accident where somebody ran in the back of me, but that wasn't my fault. I was parked at a set of traffic lights that were on red with my handbrake on. Fortunately, I saw him coming over the brow of the hill and I knew he wasn't going to stop in time and I let my handbrake off or it could have been quite serious, but he just shunted me forward a bit. And there was plenty of room for me not to end up in oncoming traffic, but if I hadn't taken my handbrake off... Shush! We towed it back on their driveway and then we were told the The wife had noticed oil leaking on her driveway the week before we bought it. Oh my God, why didn't they say so? That's crazy. Why didn't she say where there might be a bit of an oil leak underneath? You should have checked. You could have had it in a garage, given it an oil service, had any leaks plugged, and boom, it would have been sorted. Engine seized up, yeah. Head gasket go boom. You would have freaked out if you'd been driving. See, I don't tend to freak out in situations like that. I'm the calm one. I'm the calm one who knows what to do. I'm not the screamer. Because my reaction to something like that is, oh, this is interesting. This'll be fun. What have I... Oh, yeah, okay. Thought I was on a moment there, but no. I would be so mad with them. Because something like an oil leak, I mean, it's not like a fuel leak. A fuel leak, you'd go, yeah, that could be a problem. Water leaks, that can be a problem. But oil leaks, all you've got to do is have an oil service and they'll check if there's any leaks, and if they find one, they'll just replace the pan. Job done. You've got to drain the oil anyway for an oil service, so... I don't trust anybody though, so I always put my car in for a service anyway. It's the first thing I did with this one, I put it into AMP for a service. Oops, no, got that one stuck, hang on. Let's try that again. So what's happened? Have they given you your money back, or are you out of pocket now? You stay calm and then freak out later. Stay calm and then wildly exaggerate when you tell the story. I was terrified! I didn't really need to put that on there. I don't quite know why I did. I was having a moment. Anyway, there we go. And so, oh, let's put it the right way up. That would help. Okay. Oh, I remember. I put those in the back. Those are the next ones. There is kind of, sort of, vaguely an order for this. Kind of, sort of, vaguely. Sort of, vaguely. That's a full pocket. I've got about 7 sets of these. I've just got to get down in the box there and pull them out. See, that's the problem. All my stamps were in a box, and you can't use your stamps if they're all stuck in a box. These would probably, where they've got two, they'd probably stay a bit better if I just put a piece of card in there. But I'm too lazy for that. I don't have any card anyway, I've used it all up. But I might get a cheap pack of card in the pound shop next time I'm out and just... It's only got to be A5, so just chop it in half, stick one in each thing, and then it will stop these sliding around so much. I'll put her in that way. She won't keep falling out. There we go. Stencils. My weather. And my pirate. Okay, so that's done. I need a closure for it now, but now we don't have the falling out the bottom problems that we had when we started. See? Yay! I'm thinking one of those cornerways holders would be the best. I'm going to have to think about the logistics, but I also need to do this one. So, small stamps, here's what I did for my small stamps. The ones that are not in sets or are just, you know, these rubberized foam ones or stuff like that. This is a credit card, business card holder. It has sections that are, they're like this. So there's 3 sections. But these bits are super easy to pull apart. All you've got to do is very gently get your finger under there, ease it up, because these are just pressed. They're not actually stitched. They're plastic. They're just pressed. You could do this with a photo album too if you have bigger stamps. So now I've got a double pocket, and if I want a triple pocket, I can do all 3. So that big one I could put in here, but actually that one, if I put it in, it's too wide. You don't really want anything that's going to come in past the edge of the pocket. So all I've done with these is oh, that's right. I remember how I was doing it now. Sorry. I was just thinking, why is it the wrong way around? Because I was going to make a closure for it so that when you open it, it opens kind of like a Rolodex. See? And if you have it like that, it's really easy to flip through your stamps and find what you want. Really simple. See, I've got bigger ones in these. Really simple to find what you want, flip through, and it doesn't matter how thick it is because you're not actually holding it sideways, you're holding it vertical. So what I would like is some way of doing it so that it will stay like that, and I think the easiest way will be to put a bit of elastic and a button. Yeah, I think a bit of elastic and a button. So, I've got to think about how I do it. So, that's the front. I've only got them in one side. I haven't put them on back. There are card slots on the back, but I didn't want to put too much because even with one side, it's quite bulky. So I didn't want it to be crazy. And I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sleeves left. So I've got 27 more slots for single stamps like this. But this is all my cling stamps now, apart from these. But what I'm thinking is, anything in here that's not part of a set, when I use it, I'll put it in here. That's the theory. So now I need an elastic closure for this, and I'm thinking, what? Did Di wake up? Hi Di, I thought you'd gone for a nap. I'm I'm thinking button. I need a big button. Big old button with a big old shank on it. And I've got a big old button with a big old shank on it. Oh, look, I found a binder clip. One of my 250 that have gone walkabout somewhere. Huh. I will think about that. That could be useful. Actually, sorry, the brain's ticking away. I'm doing that, you know, just play the MacGyver music, you know, the bit where he needs to build a... You wide awake? Oh, I thought you'd gone for a nap. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you were going for a nap. Right. Have a plan. Got a plan, Stan. I've got a plan. So, on this side, we're going to put a button. Because this is crazy plastic, I'm going to mark where I want said button to go. In the middle. Because it's got a shank, I'm going to do 2 holes. Because I don't want to have to put my... Okay. And... that's not supposed to happen. Gonna have to put some glue on that later. Yep, definitely have to put some glue on that. Oh, honestly, it's nobody make anything that lasts these days. All right, button. Pretty button too. I've never been able to find a use for this pretty button, but now I have one. Put that back in my shinies box before I lose it. Pretty button, look. Isn't it pretty? It's got resin and glitter. It's really, really nice. And now I need... oh. Will I use that one? Probably be easier to use that one. Yeah, that'll go through. And then we need some thread. Let's use blue thread since it's a blue button. Why not? Oh, and this is already tripled up. Excellent. Okay. on. This is all my stamps except for about another, I've got about another 8 of these A4 sets to go in here on cards, and I've got maybe a dozen, 15 of those hard wooden stamps. I don't buy wooden stamps unless I absolutely have to. Okay, voila. Now, what I need to do is make it so that it goes that way, but also you can have it that way. And I think the easiest way to do that is to do it from the corners, so it goes up like that. If I do it that way, and then I do it that way, I'm going to hook it round there. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. Okay, so I have plenty of elastic that is both strong and stretchy. I want it to be stretchy enough but still strong. I think this will do. Maybe I should use that yellow bit because that's an odd piece. That might be about the right length. Oh, that's much stretchier. No, that's not going to cut it. That's far too stretchy. About the red one. Oh, that's like this one. Let's use the red one because I need that purple for something else. Saves me having to buy any more. Okay. So basically, all I need is enough to go from there to there and hold it shut, but also be able to stretch again because I've got another 9 pockets to put some more stamps in. So I think about there will be enough. If it's too long, I can always chop it off a bit. If it's too short, well, I won't be able to fit as many stamps in. A nice even end. And this stuff frays like crazy, so I'm going to singe it. contrary to popular belief, you don't have to actually put this in the flame for it to singe. An inch above the flame should be plenty heat, and then you don't get a black end. You want to singe it, you don't want to melt it. Or you want to melt it, you don't want to incinerate it. Okay, so I'm going to put a nice knot in this end. Like so. I'm doing a monkey knot. I don't know how to explain how to do that, but it's kind of like a figure of 8 knot, I guess you would call it. Yeah, I don't actually know how to explain it. Okay, you do a regular style knot, but then you go across and back up, so you get a figure of 8, like that. I hope that makes sense. That's a monkey knot. It's like the ones that you tie in the end of a rope so that it sticks out, because then it's, ooh, then it, let me show you the one I did fast. It sticks out on one side, see? That's a monkey knot. That's the ones you tie in rope when you're at scout camp. Assuming you went to scout camp. This one didn't tighten on one side, so I'm just going to have to tighten it up on one side. And then I cut my nails off at the weekend, and now I can't do anything. There we go. Wrong! Let's try that again without the oops, shall we? So before you put the knot in both ends, oh dear, it's a day. Now I need this knot, this to be big enough for the elastic to go through, so I'm going to wiggle it about a little bit. Okay, thick needle. Oh, come on. You know you want to. I know you can do it. Come on. In you go. In you go. Come on. I know you fit through this needle. I did it the other day. Come on. Sometimes you have to encourage them. No, that's not going to go through. Let's just do it this way. With the where's my hook? Let's not do things the hard way. Do you want the knots on the inside or the outside? The inside. It's going to be harder to pull it through that side. Okay. I might need my bigger hook. But we'll see if this will do it. It is small but mighty. Even mightier if I had the hook side on the thread. Oh, come on. Okay, hang on a second. Back in a minute. Slightly easier to grab hold of. Hole might need to be a bit bigger. Come on. Get in there. I don't have anything to make the hole any bigger than that. Come on, I don't have this kind of patience. Let's go. Get in the hole. Come on, no patience. Get in there. I might have to make the hole bigger. Okay. This is the next size up I've got, which is huge, but it'll be easier to... I just have to make a bigger knot. Bigger hole, bigger knot. That's not working either. What is going on? Okay. Let's make a cross. Now you'll go through. Gosh darn you. Ah! It will not beat me. See? I refuse to let it beat me. So I'm essentially widening the hole by adding a cross to the hole that's already there, which makes the edges flexible. But because it's such hard plastic, it's going straight back into shape. Now this is going the wrong way, so this might be even trickier, but it will work. Okay. Haven't cut that one right the way through, hang on. Ooh, thingy. I was trying not to go through my mat because it's not cutting anything. But in attempting not to go through my mat, I didn't actually manage to go through the plastic either. There we go. So, half hitch, up, over the other side, back up. And that is a monkey knot. Now, in theory, I should now be able to close it. Obviously, I've left plenty of extra because this is going to get some more stamps in there eventually, I'm sure. If only because I'm lazy and I won't put things back from here. Okay, but if I do it that way, I can hook it around the button at the back. So it sits open like a Rolodex. Am I excited or what? I am excited, dudes. That is the bomb. This is bloody fantastic. I love this thing. I'm very happy. This is going to work a treat. Dum-de-dum. Dum-de-dum. All I did was loop it round there. And I can even loop it round there again if I want to, just to take up the slack till I get some more stamps in there. One down. Now, I was thinking, my little brain was going, think. My little brain was thinking. And I was thinking, maybe put one of these on it. But then I had a better think, because that's not very practical. I had a better think. And now what I'm going to do is, that's the right way up. I'm going to, let's not kill ourselves. I think you were a cat in a former life. Actually, I think you may be a cat in this life. Okay, so put a hole there. I'm going to put a split in it again because I don't want to faff about with trying to get metal through a hole. It's not going to fit through, so I'm going to put a slight split in it so that it comes apart more easily. And I'm going to use one of these things. And then I can put that on there. Nice and easy without much trauma. And I've got a handle thing, like a wrist handle, eyelet, wristlet thing. You know what I mean, don't you? It's got a clip on one end and a handle on the other, and you clip it on things like clutch purses and stuff. And I'll be able to hang it up then, instead of having it just sitting on my desk. I can hang it up. I've got a lamp right next to my desk and I have clips going all the way down the lamp, and I hang stuff on the lamp because the lamp isn't very secure and it's right by Maddie's bed, and if she knocks into it and it rocks about, she doesn't like it. So the more I hang on the lamp, the steadier it becomes. No, not a carabine. A wristlet type thing, you know, wrist strap thing. Oh, to heck with it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to grab some of this. I'm going to put it through there. I'm going to tie a knot in it, and I'm going to say, you know what, that's done. Slightly harder to tie a monkey knot in flat elastic, but because it all bunches up. But this will do. There you go. Now I can hang it up. One of these. Wrist strap. Is that what it's called? A wrist strap? Is that what I was looking for? Okay, there's one done. Now, how am I going to get this one to stay closed? This is why I got this stuff out, because this is much thicker elastic. And I was actually thinking, because this one is so much thick and so much more, you know, I don't expect it to get much bigger than that, even with the 8 cards in it. I'm going to suggest maybe just doing a good old moleskin type closure. How about we do that? Looks like it'd be about the right length. If I do a... So the correct length is that, and it stretches to at least double. So minus enough for the knots. Yeah, probably. How much do I need for the knots? Yeah, about. So minus enough for the knots. Actually, only need about that much. Oops, wrong bit. Just you, Sue. I hope it's just Sue. It's working fine this end. Okay. The monkey knot. Check the length again. So it's not quite enough. It's going to be a little bit too much, but I want enough that it will go around the whole thing. So I'm going to do this the easy way. I'm going to do this by cutting a slit instead of trying to do that. So this is going to go down. My bit of card for my pokey tool. Where's my bit of cardboard gone? There it is. I don't need that one. I'll leave that one there actually. That's the one. Come on. Go through the hole. There we go. Out and round and round and back up through, so it goes this way. Unbend. You fiend. Unbend. Unbend. Thank you. Okay. And monkey knot. And not too bad. Not too bad. It's a little bit slidey. It should have been a bit further in. Okay. Maybe it'd be better with a button. Okay. I don't have another big button, so I may have to buy a button to go on there. I think a nice big shank button on the front of there will be better. It'll hold it better. Because this is, it's partly the shape of it. You see how it slopes inwards? Books don't do that. Books stay there. So they kind of pull the tension on the elastic. This is just folding inwards. So the elastic isn't staying. Plus it's a slippery surface. So it does stay, but as soon as you move this, it's going to come undone. It doesn't take a lot for that to all pop out. So yeah, I think I'll do I'll do a button on there. I'll pick up a shanked button. I don't think I've got another one. Oh, hang on. Do you have a shank on you, Mr. Pumpkin? Do you? Do you? Do you? Oh, I should have used you on the other one. You're a bit smaller. Will you be big enough, Mr. Pumpkin? Because you'd look cute on that purple. You would, purple and orange. But would you hold? You might, you know. Yes, give it a try. I can always put a bigger button on at some point if I feel I need it. So, 2 holes, metal glue, let's use that blue again. It's already tripled up, so it's going to be easier to use that. I've got the tune to Sesame Street going around my head, only it's not the tune to Sesame Street, it's just the plonky piano. So it's not the whole la 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 that you can sing along with. No. It's just plink, 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 plink. It's been happening for a while. It's starting to drive me a little bit crazy. these up. I managed to miss the hole completely there. Aim? What aim? Great, now I've got the rest of the tune of Sesame Street going around my head as well. I don't actually know which is worse. Oh. But at least I've got past the plink, plink, plink bit. Now I stand a chance of getting to the end of the song, finishing the song, and it'll go out of my head. He's cute, come on. Is he not cute? Is he not cute? I kind of wish I'd been able to find clear packing tape that was this size, but we don't have clear packing tape this thick. I wish we did. I'd use it for everything. But, okay, that's clinging to that. But that one isn't, so let's swap those two over. There we go, that one doesn't rock about so much. I've got my stencils. Plenty of room for some more. I probably won't bother cutting up any more of these pockets until I have more stamps to need them, because I've got some A4 stencils as well that I could put in these pockets too. So that's now stamps and stencils. He's so cute. Look at him. Stamps and stencils. Or stamps. I could actually, all of my Hobonichi stencils are credit card size. They'll fit in these little things. Then I won't keep losing them. And if they don't fit, I can always put a little. I've got some of the Hobonichi pockets. I could put one of them on there and slip them in the back. Yes. Productiveness. I think I'm most pleased with this one, because this one, when you take it apart, do it this way and loop that round the button, it stands up, which is pretty awesome. Actually, you have to put the elastics on the side there, and then it stands up. There we go. That's really cool. A Rolodex would be ideal, but I don't have a Rolodex, and it's not the 80s anymore, and you can't buy them easily, so this is the closest I can get. But it'll do. It'll do. I'm happy. So there's my stamp storage sorted out. Hope you've enjoyed playing along with that. I don't have anything else to show you or anything. I could do, oh I know, hold that thought. Just for the sake of being able to not have to film it again later. Here's the final flip of my Filofax. Clear this out of the way. There you go. So I'm not going to talk you through this, I've already done it. You can go and see those videos, but I'll flip through the middle, but I haven't put the green on the back yet because I've actually found one that's in silver, but it's out of stock. If it comes in silver, I'll put the silver on the back because I think it'll go with the grey better. These are glued on. I tapped them on first and then I glued them on. I haven't done anything with this pocket yet. I've got lots of pockets and things to fill out, but I don't want it to be a finished book. I want it to be something that I use. So, you know, there are still bits and pieces to fill in. I've put lace on these. I have the big pocket on the back. I put lace on here so that it covers what's in the pocket. I just think it looks a bit nicer and a bit more vintage if you can't necessarily see all the photos. I've got my dip pen in there, and in a previous session I showed you how I made that bigger. I've got a pocket there, pocket here, pocket there. This is all done with fabric, either glued or stitched. If it's inside the pockets, it's glued, and it's glued with E6000 to make sure that it doesn't come up. I don't want it lifting when I move things in and out of the pockets. This is just clipped on with it's one of my paper clips that I made. I just popped that on there. I can't remember how many dividers I've got exactly, but this is the front piece, this is the Commonplace book piece. This is all done with acetate, just printed on and stuck on with Aleene's tacky, which goes clear. Let me just bring you in a bit. There you go, that's better. Now you can see it properly. This was an original page that I already had as a front cover, and I just added some lace to it and added a pocket to the back, the pocket here, and a bit of lace here. And this is where I'm keeping my notes on keeping Commonplace books. I have my organisation list for my dividers and things like that. So my first divider is my personal notes and ideas. I finally got this reprinted and stuck it on there. This is blue because it's my favourite colour. And I haven't finished decorating it or anything. Again, I want to be able to stick stickers or whatever on here that I like. But I did put this on here because it's really useful. It's actually from a piece of scrapbooking paper, 12 by 12 scrapbooking paper. It's a little ruler. So I covered it in book plastic, and I added a slip there and a tab, and now it's actually useful as a ruler, so I don't have to have a plastic ruler in here. There's some things in here already. A lot of things are just in here for decoration. Oh, personal information, I'll have to cut that out. Then I've got family and friends one. I'm going to put photos in there. There's a pocket on the back here as well. Again, this is just clipped on until I think of something to do with stuff. I want to be able to add bits, take bits out, use these bits for actual decoration on pages. But I did find Crow's old medical sheet, and I actually found Maddie's and Gypsy's up there earlier. So I'm going to put those all in here with the pets bits. This is a wax envelope that I've been holding on to forever. I thought it might be useful. My art section. This is actually my first entry. This is Albrecht Dürer, The Young Hare. I'd not come across this piece before. I didn't know a lot about Albrecht Dürer, so I took some notes. These are some Waterhouse sketches. I'm on a Waterhouse kick at the moment, and I'm looking at how he does, especially lips, because he does very strong jawlines like I do, but somehow he makes the lips look right, whereas mine always tend to look a little bit stern. So I want to learn from that. That's just a practice piece I've held on to for ages. All sorts of odd bits in here. I've deliberately gone for the junk journal look rather than, you know, rigid bits of paper. Got old maps and stuff. This is actually the old Filofax dividers. They're the parchment ones that come with the Holborn. Is that the right word? Holbein? Holborn? Filofax? Holborn. Yeah. The good quality ones. I just cut off all the things. They're the A to Z dividers. This is Science and Nature. And I've got an Edison phonograph thing. It's actually stapled on. This paperclip is actually holding this one on because it keeps falling out. This is all sciencey nature bits. I've got a page about snow buntings and corn buntings. I don't know where it came from. I just like the page. Got some bits about fruit and veg, garlic. These I had in a various witchy boxes that I've received. So I just found these this morning in my collage box. Thought I'll shove them in there. Got a Da Vinci bit. This one, this didn't show up against anything. I couldn't get it to show up against anything because it's brown. So in the end, I sewed it onto. Again, this is a divider, but it's one of the cream, the regular cream dividers that you get. So threw that in there. Literature. I've got a thingy. Pocket at the back there. This is the piece of paper I've been hanging on to that my friend made. It's really pretty paper. Never found a use for it. Now I have. I've got lists of movies to watch. This is going to be a list of women writers, but it's actually a triptych that folds out and it's blank on the back. So I'm going to do a list of writers on there. This has got a little holder thing in it. We can pop something in there and it holds it. This is from some scrapbooking paper. I can't remember which one. I think it's Graphic 45. Fairy Tale. Once Upon a Night Tale or Fairy Tale or something like that. I can't remember. But it's a spooky one all about Halloween. And I've got a spiritualism section with my moon on it because obviously it's Victorian, so it's Victorian themed. So spiritualism was a big thing, but obviously this is for my witchy stuff. But not necessarily all witchy stuff. You know, I've got my, like these are in the science and nature, because nature. But my, I love that thing! Makes me laugh every time I look at it. I love him. Him alone will keep me coming back to use this book, I tell you. So I've got a thing on astral projection. That's quite interesting. Just from a magazine. Never tried it. I'd probably get lost with my sense of direction. Alchemy things, and I used a Steampunk 45 sticker that says potions. Haven't found one for this one yet, but that's a palmistry one. Leo. Nicodemus at his desk. Baba Yaga, this Rackham print, sorry. Do's and Don'ts of Feng Shui. The Fortune Teller, I can't remember who. No, it's called The Fortune Teller's Kitchen. I can't remember who painted it though. The Romantics, one of the Romantics did it, I think. And then I've got a correspondence section. It's actually going to be travel and correspondence. So I might put travel and correspondence. You'll see why in a second. So I've got my postcards in there. Oh, I put Vintage Voyages there because I had that from the steampunk. Oh, maybe that'll do. Maybe I don't need to. So I've got an envelope that I stitched on this side to make a little pocket. And then on this side, oh, I should sew it along the edge, shouldn't I? Because it'll come out otherwise. I'll need to sew it down there. But I've got a letter in here. The theory is that I'm actually going to get better at writing letters back to people who write to me. And until I've written back to them, they'll sit in here. But that letter from Anna's been, it's dated 2014, and I still haven't written back to her. So I'm not the fastest in the world at writing back to people. But I talk to her online. It's not like I don't talk to her. Oh, that's one from my friend Jazz. I love that one. You can wear your fancy attire all you want, Marie, but I'm wearing the scuba suit, and that's final. A couple of photos and postcards and bits. Some Japanese paper. Again, these are just in for decoration at the moment. But the reason I included Voyages is because this is 1987 maps of London from the original Filofax maps of London. And I've got the West End and the East End. There was another one as well, but I've lost that one. And then I've got the 1992 world map and time zone map. This is the cover from the Holborn Filofax, and I used a edge punch to make it pretty and just added a little bit of, it's a bit of paper and a bit of rag and a bit of lace and a paper clip, but it makes it interesting. You can always use it as a bookmark at some point. And this is just plain, it's just in there to act as a page lifter. I think I've shown you these. Just got some note paper in there and a notebook in that one. And that's it. I still haven't found my Curiosities tag. I've got a Tim Holtz silver tag that says Curiosities that's going to go on there, which will cover the Filofax logo, and then you would never know it was a Filofax unless you were familiar with this style of Filofax. So there you go. That's that. That's good, because now I can cut that bit out and put it separate for anybody who just wants to flip through without all the chat. I can't find the metal thing though. It's really annoying me that I can't, but I've probably put it on something. Going back to your comment, Di, about I should have done it with a TN style closure. I don't like the TN style closures for stuff like that because you have to put more elastic on than you need. You only need X amount of elastic to go around that, but in order to go from there up to the top corner, you need X plus elastic. And if it's an A4, you basically need twice, 1.5 times the elastic, which means when it's round the middle, it's not as secure. So, yeah, that wouldn't work. Not for that particular project. It might have worked for the little one. The little one might have worked, but it still would have been loose until I filled it up. So, But yeah, my Filofax now is my Commonplace book, so odds and ends basically are going to end up in here. I've got all sorts of bits and pieces that I do put in my bullet journal. I will update you on my bullet journal on Friday. Stay tuned. And yeah, there's some bits that would be better in here. Just some bits that would work better in here. Maybe capture them in my bullet journal and then at a later point move them into here or file them away in here, like quotes and stuff. I put quotes in my bullet journal, but I don't want to have to keep rummaging through my bullet journal to find that cool quote I saw the other day that I now want to use in my actual journal. So I thought, you know, like quotes and things, once a month I could just go through all the quotes that I found that month, put the date, write all the quotes, and then put the next. You're getting your new bullet journal tomorrow. Oh, cool. Have you gone through that little one already, or are you starting another one as to replace it? Is it a follow-on or a replacement now that you've got the hang of how you want to use it? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fix this. This has been driving me nuts since Christmas, for goodness sake. I hate this thing. The little one is full already. Oh, goodness. Are you going for a bigger one or a chunkier one? A thicker. So instead of just having a knot in it, I'm going to sew it and glue it so that it's a flat piece. I need to get my Aleen's. Hang on. Because this is really driving me bananas. You're getting a big one. A5. Oh, I'm surprised. I'm surprised you're going for an A5, but you did go through that really fast. You've had that, what, since the beginning of the year, so 2 months. Yeah, you'll have a lot of stuff in there that you'd need to refer back to, wouldn't you? I do like the little ones. I like one that I can just chuck in my pocket, but I can't function like that either. Even if I write small, I can't function like that. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to sew it and wrap it to hold the glue, and then I'm going to wrap it with a piece of waxed cotton afterwards, so it's got a triple hole closure then. So I'm just going to tie a knot in that. Hold that down and literally just sew the 2 strands together and wrap as I go. Okay, so what I'll do is, I can't do it here because this light's not, this is a floodlight, it's not a spotlight, so it's going to be too hard to see what I'm doing. But basically, you know, like hair wraps, where you wrap it and pull it through like a, you basically do it's like a blanket stitch, so you do wrap and pull. And wrap and pull, and then you pull this so that it lies flush with, sorry, this isn't very easy to see, is it? But you get the idea. There's better videos on how to do this than I can do, so. And then you pull it up like that and it lies flush. It's like the old hair wraps that you used to do in the 80s, 90s. The Matrix is 20 years old this year. We discovered this in Twitch earlier and I'm devastated. Oh, and The Crow's already had its 25th anniversary. Yeah. Anyway, by the time I'm finished with this, it will sit flat, which will be much better than that stupid knot that kept happening every 5 minutes. That was driving me insane. I'm glad I've taken the time to do that. So that's it for today. That's my RhoGyvering done for the day. Friday, I'm going to update you on my bullet journal. It might be Friday. If I have to pick up my car, it will be Saturday. So, but I will post on the community thing to say, and I will also post on Instagram. If I am doing YouTube, hey, stop it. Maddie, Scooby, stop it. If I am doing YouTube on Friday, it will be at 4. So if I'm not on by 4:15, I'm doing it Saturday, and that'll be at 1. Okay? Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye.